Dave, I want to ask you about events in the Middle East that are unfolding as we speak. Syrian dictator Bashar al-Assad has fled the country after 50 years of his family ruling Syria with an iron fist. We've got a few questions on this, but the first thing I wanted to ask you was the rebels who have now taken control of Damascus. What can you tell us about them? They used to have links to ISIS and to al-Qaeda. As I understand it, they have renounced those links and they've promised to respect the religious diversity that is in Syria. But do we really believe this? And could Syria end up with worse than what they had?
Well, I think that's an open question right now and what lots of people are asking ourselves. The rebel group's called Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, HTS. You're right, it was an offshoot of al-Qaeda, then became al-Nusra, but the current leadership has denounced and disavowed those links. They are listed as a terrorist organisation, including by Australia, United States and a number of others. But I think what they've said so far, which is they want to respect the religious and other diversities, ethnic diversity of Syria. The fact that one of their first acts in Damascus was to open Sednaya prison, a horrible torture chamber that the regime used to torture political opponents and prisoners. And the fact that they seem to be wanting to reach out to the West suggests to me, at least, that this does not look like the Taliban in Afghanistan, at least. And, we have reasons to be sceptical, but we also have some reason to be hopeful that this will provide a better future for the Syrian people than Assad. And certainly if you see the reaction of the Syrian people on the streets, in Damascus, in Homs, in Hama, in Tartus, in any number of other places, they are reacting with jubilation because they clearly think this alternative is better than what they've been living under for the last 50 years.
Dave Sharma, how is this going to impact Israel now? There are reports that Israel is already amassing troops on the Syrian border. How do you see this unfolding?
Well, from what I understand, Israel's already sent troops into the Quneitra region. It's a buffer zone between Israel and Syria across the Golan Heights to, safeguard their interests there. But I think fundamentally this is a huge defeat for the Iranian axis of resistance, if you like. Iran, Syria, Hezbollah and Lebanon and Hamas, to a degree, were part of the force projection capabilities of Iran. Now, the fact that Iran and Hezbollah abandoned Assad, the fact that Assad has now had to flee the country, that is a huge defeat for Iran. It's a defeat for Hezbollah, which has relied upon Syria for strategic depth and weapon shipments. And it's incidentally also a defeat for Russia. I mean, the fall of Damascus is like Russia's Saigon moment in many respects. This is a regime they have propped up and defended since 2015, invested a lot of credibility and prestige to save Assad. The fact that they were not able to save him now is a huge blow to their own credibility as a partner.
Yeah, well, certainly going to be interesting to see things unfold over the next week. Senator Dave Sharma, we appreciate your time tonight.
Thanks so much.